Greetings, viewers all around the globe. This is Son of David, the voice of heaven. Today I am here with a message that says, the Nigeria problem today is connected to TB Joshua. The Nigeria problem today is connected to TB Joshua. I didn't say the genesis of Nigeria's problem. That's not what I said. But I said the Nigeria problem today is connected to TB Joshua. If you've been following me from last 2 years when I started teaching against democracy as a bad system of government, and I endorsed theocracy and I recommended it. I said this is the kind of system of government that God desires for Nigeria. And because of the bad system of government, things have been growing from worse to what? Worst. Now, at some point, God set the man, Prophet TB Joshua, into the world. As I taught in my previous messages, that he was like Daniel and like Joseph, that God would have used to ameliorate and reduce the problem, though not finalize it, but to reduce before the one that is coming after him. But your pastors murdered him, your pastors destroyed him. So instead of amelioration, the problem was coagulated. It became solid, it became rigid, it became more difficult to harness. So that is why you see, after his death, things became bad, both in the church and in the government, and even among the citizens. And I gave us signs that the one who they fought those days, they joined force together to condemn. As soon as he left their midst, they started condemning themselves. They started fighting themselves. And I show us from the Bible how a certain who escaped when Ahimelech and the people of Shechem slaughtered the children of Gideon, said that the people of Shechem will be against Ahimelech and Ahimelech will be against them, that they will destroy themselves. And I told you that I'm one who has escaped from persecution, tribulation, and all of that. And God has sent me as a reporter to testify his mind. I've given us a lot of signs in the past. Those who have been following, they are familiar with this, except you are new. But I know I'm doing this little enlightenment for those listening for the first time. But I will advise you to go to my previous messages for better understanding. In my previous message, some of you came. One came and said that, Son of David, God bless you. So what is your advice for the regular Christians, what they should do? Another came and said, Son of David, God bless you, but I advise that you should pick a day of prayer where you will start praying for Nigeria and we will join you so we can pray for Nigeria. I saw that comment, I smiled. You know, there is a deficiency in this country, and it has been. And it didn't just start with this country, it started from the days of old, even in Israel. What is that deficiency? Spare. The nation is under a spare. That is why when problem comes, instead of them to seek answers, instead of them to seek the face of God and know where the problem is coming from, so they can appease God by doing the needful, they start raising prayers. They think it is everything that you can placate through prayer or by prayer. They think that it is everything you fast for. And why others start using their political understanding, human understanding, the wisdom of men. The Bible will say, do not be wise in your own eyes. In all your ways, acknowledge God. He shall direct your path. That is why this nation keeps sinking despite their efforts to what? Come out of their trouble, or her trouble rather. So, because she has not acknowledged her God in all her ways, but rather they use their human wisdom. Back in the days in Israel, when there is a problem in Israel, the first thing they do is to inquire by the mouth of a prophet. What's the cause of this problem? So we know what to do to ameliorate the problem. You get it? Then the prophet will now tell them, oh, the Lord is angry because of so and so. So what shall we now do to take away this anger? To appease the Lord? The prophet will now tell them, do this and do that. And once that is done, you see that the problem will be cut off. The Bible said he's the God of yesterday, today, and forever. He changeth not. He said, I am the Lord, I changeth not. But the people have changed, and they also want God to change. God cannot change. You are the one that changed. You changed the system, and that is why you are not suffering more than those who suffered during the days of old. Because they could go to God and seek answers, but you people don't go to God. No, what you do is to raise fasting and prayer and start binding. It is not all demon you can cast. When a demon come on a legal ground, when the principality comes, because God has said, go and deal with these people, there is nothing you can do about it. So you can't pray it out. So that is why I laughed when I saw that comment. Yes. Then as for the brother who said, what should the regular Christians do? The answer you seek is a very strong one. If I give you that answer, you people will not be able to keep it. That's the gospel truth. You won't be able to follow. Some of you will come here and say that I'm sowing the seed of discord, or I'm bittered, or this and that and that. You won't be able to keep it. But time will teach you what the regular Christians will do, because it is something that will naturally happen when this violence, when this disaster, when this tribulation, when this horror begins to savage the land. It will naturally happen. And this thing you are asking of me, I have said it in time past before. I said, come out of these people, leave them, come out of them. Jeremiah said, come out of them, forsake them, return back to your houses. Because the shepherd of Israel went astray. They started doing that which is contrary. So by the mouth of Jeremiah, the word of the Lord proceeded that they should withdraw. Don't you know a man becomes strong when he has people around him? When a man is misbehaving and fooling around, and you still have supporters, sponsors, people who commend you and clap for you, you won't think it right to amend your ways, because they still pamper you. But when you are forsaken and you don't have sponsors, you don't have people partnering with you, and even the members, they have withdrew from you because they know that you are a liar and you are a deceitful teacher, then you will be forced to humble yourself and amend your ways. Your pastors are proud because you people encourage them so. The Bible said, my people, the prophet prophesy lie, and my people love to have it so. So it is because you people love the administration that you are with them. Yes. So you strengthened them in that thing that they are doing. So if you want to know what you should do, I just repeated what I have taught in the time past again. As an answer, withdraw from them. And that is why at a point the church will not be safe, because God wants you to withdraw from them. But because you didn't listen, it will be dangerous. So the life of many will be at risk. Do you remember what happened in the days of COVID-19? The church was shut, and the members were made to go home. That was an allegory. But your pastors did not learn. For in those days, God was separating between chaff and corn. So it was a time of reflection. It's a time for them to sit down and know where they have missed it and amend their ways. They didn't amend their ways. When they resumed, they did worse. They continued from where they stopped. Yes. So evil will come again that they cannot control, that you cannot resist, and you will go back home again to sit. So that's why I said, this instruction you cannot keep. but it will come by force. You will keep it by force, not because you are willing, not because you believe me or you heard me, but because nature will enforce it. I am not being specific to, I'm not speaking to the brother who asked this question now. When I said you, I'm speaking generally. He asked the question. He represented all. What should the regular Christians do? So I gave the counsel now, even though I said they cannot keep it. You get it? So while I was in my quiet moments, the Lord God came to me and said, all this problem, they are all tied to TB Joshua. What they did to him. Yes, what they did to him. They are all tied. That's why I said I came with a message that says the Nigeria problem today is connected to TB Joshua. Let me show us something. In Revelation 11, I taught us the mystery of the two witnesses. If you haven't watched, please go. It has part 1, 2, and 3. Now, I told us that TB Joshua was one of the witnesses and how your pastors killed him through slandering, persecution. And I told us during those days, this man was crying. But when he comes to the public, he smiles and you don't understand. God so merciful, he persuaded the wife to come out publicly to affirm and attest to these things, that the husband cried. And I said this is murder, for the Bible said he that hateth his brother is a murderer. So who did you murder now? Your brother. Because through that hatred, you will slander him. Through that hatred, you will say evil things against him, even in your heart and to other people's ear. Even the discrimination, as if he's not even a human being. You people made him to look as if he is horror. Yes, it was human you people were treating, not goats. So you murdered him. So the blood of Abel spoke. The blood of Zechariah cried. And I showed us in Revelation that despite the release of the blood of Jesus, that the soul of the saints who were persecuted and massacred cried under the altar for vengeance. And God didn't say Jesus has died. So therefore, the blood of Jesus speaketh better things than the blood of Abel. But rather he said, wait, let them persecute your brothers out there. Let them do the same to them. Then I will avenge you. Why? Because he is the God of vengeance. And Romans said, give room for vengeance belongs to God. That is why the man never reacted or fight back. So God, who saw that he created chance for vengeance, rose up and started fighting Nigeria. And he sent me to be the mouth that he will be using to pass the judgments and to analyze the mystery, so you won't say you are not aware of what is happening, because he knows that you people are under his spell. There is no way you people will ever fathom and discover the mystery behind your problem. So even when I still come to explain, you don't believe. You find it difficult to accept it. So don't you see how dark your spell is? Don't you see how dark that darkness is? Jesus said how great that darkness is. He said it's connected to TB Joshua. It's connected to TB Joshua. A nation that doesn't inquire. Let's see the book of Samuel. But before the book of Samuel, I was saying something about the two witnesses. After they were persecuted, what happened? There was an earthquake after they resurrected and they were ascending. There was earthquake. I want you to take note of the deaths, the resurrection, which the resurrection is spiritual, just as the death was spiritual. And the Bible said the same place Jesus was crucified, there they were crucified. In Egypt and Sodom, that is where Jesus died spiritually, but physically it was in Calvary. Just the same way physically they died in Nigeria, but in the spirit realm, it was in Egypt and Sodom. Take notes. Then the same way after Jesus died, there was an earthquake. It was that earthquake that vindicated Jesus. A certain saw the earthquake and the rending of the veil of the temple. He said, surely this is the Son of God. West didn't defend him. It was earthquake. So what am I talking about? The world is about to see an earthquake. I told us in time past, this earthquake is not the way you people see it, men of letter. It's not as if there won't be physical earthquake. But I'm saying that the earthquake means an event that is going to shake the world. That is the earthquake. that the Bible talked about. And that event has the ability to swallow thousands. And that is why those of you who are in the realm of letter, we keep waiting for a physical earthquake that will take place once and swallow 7,000 people once. You won't see that kind of earthquake, mark my word. But we see an event that will shake the whole world and thousands will die. Different things will be taking life. War, men killing themselves. And those who are not even ready to fight still die. Some sickness, hunger, different kind of things. But the world will be shaking. That is the earthquake. So why am I saying this? Because in the case of Jesus, it was that earthquake that first vindicated him. One now said, truly he is the Son of God. So when this earthquake take place now, and men now see the clarity of all I have been saying in fullness, it's not as if you have not been seeing it. You are on that spell, like I said. But when this bomb, this spiritual bomb that is about to explode, your spell will be broken. You can't lie to yourself anymore. Then you will agree and acknowledge that you people killed an innocent man. So that will be the vindication. After the vindication, did it stop? No, it didn't stop. Those drunkards also paid the soldiers to keep the secrets, and they continue castigating him. Just like my message is clear and precise, confirmed by time and season, with different kind of signs, and some believe. But those of you who are damned and doomed, you still don't want to believe. You keep castigating. But remember, Jesus said, where I go, you cannot go. Just the same way many of you, where TB Joshua has gone, you cannot go. Yes. It is one of your daddy who called him a murderer and said evil things against him and said you shouldn't be a friend of his enemy. Then after his death, he came and said he has gone to glory. One day we will see again. So he knows that he has gone to glory. But you persecuted him here on earth. Until today, you people have not taken back your ways. You have not done what you should do as the Lord instructed by my mouth. Where he is going, where he has gone rather, you people cannot go. Mark my word. So now, let's see Samuel. 2 Samuel 21. 2 Samuel 21, starting from 1 to 14. Then there was a famine in the days of David 3 years, year after year. And David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered, it is for Saul and for his bloody house, because he slew the Gibeonites. Why was God fighting Israel? Because Saul slew the Gibeonites. But the Lord did not fight when Saul was still on the throne. It means it took time before this vengeance spoke. Take notes. So this was another dispensation. Now the dispensation of another king. After the first king was already dead. Was it the errand of Tinubu that you people persecuted TB Joshua? No. It wasn't his errand. But during his errand, God now started using him to afflict the land. And I said he doesn't even know what he is doing. So he's not the one afflicting you people. Rather, the demon that God has given power to afflict you people is the one afflicting you people. But he is the image, the person you see there. And I told you he doesn't care. So Saul slew. And no one spoke. No one advocated. No one delivered. Like I have said before. He said, O house of Judah, execute judgment while it is yet morning, meaning while it is yet early. Deliver the poor from the hand of him that oppresseth him. That weak brother, that many whose mouth is louder, has oppressed and slandered, deliver while it is yet early, because when it becomes late, you can't do anything about it. Your prayer can't solve the problem, just like that lady recommended prayer. And I said to us in my previous video that since even when I was in the primary school, I have been hearing pray for Nigeria. Pray for Nigeria. This is many years ago. Even till now, it has never been better. So why do you not think that I'm in the best position to raise prayer? Then Nigeria will be saved. Nigeria will not be saved by prayer. Nigeria will be saved by repentance. By acknowledgement. When Nigeria acknowledge her sin, when your leaders, your bloody leaders, refrain from their evil and do the needful, and because they are not willing, that is why God is coming to slaughter all of them. Yes, He will uproot them one after the other. So, this famine, the Bible said, continued in Israel year after year. Year after year. Meaning, if David had inquired the first year, it would have been better. Then God would have answered him just like he answered him, and they will save themselves from other harm. But he didn't inquire. So maybe he thought it was a natural phenomenon. Or was he under a spell? What was the problem? Only God knows. But the light I'm trying to give us here is that he didn't inquire the first year. So the thing came the next year. He didn't inquire. It came the third year. So if he was still mute, it would have come the fourth year. Just like I told us in my previous video, that because you people did not listen to me last 2 years, you people suffered last year. And because you didn't listen to me last year, you suffered this year. And because you didn't listen to me this year, next year, you are going to suffer. I am showing you scripture. Because God is teaching a nation with hard language in a hard way. And the king called the Gibeonites and said unto them, Now the Gibeonites were not of the children of Israel, but of the remnant of the Amorites, and the children of Israel had sworn unto them, and Saul sought to slay them in his zeal to the children of Israel and Judah. Wherefore David said unto the Gibeonites, What shall I do for you? And wherewith shall I make thee atonement, that ye may bless the inheritance of the Lord? So you see, the one that was offended need to bless the inheritance. Has TB Joshua blessed this inheritance? I am asking you, the man you people persecuted, has he forgiven you people? And has he blessed this inheritance? You will say, oh, physically is not alive. So how can we go to him? I told us this in my old videos, but you people are deaf. And you didn't listen. So he has not forgiven you people, and he has not prayed for you people. So drunkards will say, are they not saints? Is he not a saint? So why won't he forgive? Those ones that were crying under the altar in Revelation. So are they not saints also? Why did they not forgive? I told you that a saint might forgive you while he's here on earth. But when he dies, because he died a painful death, died in sorrow, in the spirit realm, there will be vengeance. The spirit will be crying for vengeance. It's a responsibility in the spirit realm, whether they like it or not. That is why it wasn't one person, the saints that were massacred. They cried for vengeance. And God didn't stop them. And I told you, the man who you saw that was gentle while he was alive in the spirit realm, he is not so. For he was like that because of the administration that was given to him. He was a sheep. So he came to fulfill it. But that does not mean when he transcends to the other realm, he will remain like that. No. Understand what I'm talking about. So you people have not settled him, and he has not prayed for you people. And you are telling me I should raise prayer. When what I'm telling you people have not kept it. And you want me to pray on the platform of sin. God said the prayer of a sinner is an abomination in heaven. That is why God has not heard your GOs. I hope sure they work miracles in their church. They heal the sick, but let them heal the problem of Nigeria. He said, tell this prophet to show my people their sin, and I will heal their land. Let them stop giving them messages of hope, false hope. Tell these people to show my people their sin. They have not showed themselves their error. Neither have they showed you your error. And they keep giving you hope. He said, where are the balm of Gilead? Why is the wound of the daughter of my people incurable? Why has he refused to heal? It is all tied to sin. When a nation becomes lawless, unlawful, injustice has prevailed in the land, and religiously, hypocrisy is practiced, and yet you call upon the name of the Lord and you expect an answer. When the one that is oppressed is not yet appeased, you people don't know what you are doing. You are under a spell. But the spell will be broken when this tribulation comes. And the Gibeonites said unto him, we shall have no silver nor gold of Saul, nor of his house, neither for us shalt thou kill any man in Israel. And he said, what ye shall say, that will I do for you. Are you seeing that now? Meaning, for this problem to go, you must follow the requirements. That thing God said, this is the way it should be. That is the way you should remove it. Not suggesting other strategy and skill. So because you people are stubborn and you don't want to hearken to the word of the Lord, just like David hearkened, that is why you people are having problem. And they answered the king, the man that consumed us and that devised against us that we should be destroyed from the remaining in any of the coast of Israel. Let 7 men of his sons be delivered unto us, and we will hang them up unto the Lord in Gibeah of Saul, who the Lord did choose. And the king said, I will give them. He didn't say I will not. He said, I will give, I will do according to what you people said, to remove the plague. Do you remember when David did a population census and God sent an angel to plague Israel? Was it prayer that removed it, or obedience to instruction that God said, go and build me an altar in the threshing floor of Arana? And he obeyed, and the angel went back. So who are you praying against? The angel of God? Or the demon that came lawfully, that God gave power to afflict you people? I don't understand. Who are you praying against? Or who are you encouraging me to go and pray against? Obedience is better than sacrifice, Samuel said to Saul. So what am I talking about? The people said they don't want anybody in Israel to die, but except the household of the monster that massacred them. In other words, I told us that it will be the rapture of the wicked that is coming. God is coming for your wicked generals, and is coming for the wicked Christians who persecuted this man. Yes. And that is why I said, to avert this, let your generals come to the same altar where they said lies against this man of God, and take back their ways. Condemn. Do you see now? Men were hung. They condemned men for men that were condemned. So the same way they killed him on the altar, let them kill themselves too on the altar. Yes, that is the beginning of the solution. Let them first of all come to their altar and kill themselves. Let them say that they did that out of envy, out of hatred, that they accused him falsely. While those who did it ignorantly, that heard tales, lies, and they believe it quickly because they are gullible, let them come out and also say it according to their own experience. Let them kill themselves on the altar too. So when they are done killing themselves, then the Lord will tell me what to tell the land. But if you keep despising and keep looking down, then destruction and wasting are inevitable. For you killed a man. So don't say because, it's belong that God will be quiet. Who told you? Do you know how long it took for Saul to avenge the Gibeonites? People who were dwelling with you, you wasted them. What was their crime? Saul so killed them that they shouldn't have a place in Israel. They shouldn't dwell with Israel. So what am I talking about? A man who was with you people in the kingdom, dwelling, saw you people as brother, as neighbor. How did you treat him? You discriminated him. You make the ground unbearable for him. That a man could no longer bear, could no longer pretend that one time he came to his altar and he was speaking that he would go out and men will celebrate him, the Westerners, the white men. But when he comes back to his own Nigeria, they will persecute him, and yet he's still with you people. But he now said that he doesn't trust any of you. Don't you know that such a man was murdered, he was heartbroken, and he was crying out indirectly that he wished to attend your marriages when you invite him, but he can't go. He wished to eat your rice and chicken, but he can't go. Then he now told you his reason, because he doesn't trust any of you. And they were still smiling in the church that they seen it as normal message. They didn't see a man that was dead, that was bleeding, and that was crying out. But because he was being masculine, being mature, and wearing a smiling face, that's your deception. You thought he was not crying. But I told you he was. And the wife later came and said it. So since then, you never thought it right to take this thing serious and seek justice. You people are still there with the murderers, with the criminals who murdered him. And you are telling me that we should raise prayer. God is fighting for justice. I want you to understand that. When I came out with an album here titled Justice for TB Joshua, maybe you thought I was hallucinating or I was playing. And sometimes some of you will say, why is it that my messages mostly center on him? And you don't see it as a weightier matter. The spirit of the Pharisees. Jesus said they leave the weightier matter of the law and they start talking of things that are not weightier. This issue you see me treating is the main problem in this country. Yes, every other problem, they are all jara, they are assisting. So long that man's name is not cleansed, is not purified, so long you people refuse him to rest, a man died. He was buried physically, but you people did not allow him to be buried. For in your mouth was his name, and not for good, but for evil. So how do you want that book of Revelation to be fulfilled again? That they died and their dead body were in the streets of that city and they didn't lay them to rest. So what man will die physically and the dead body will be in the streets and the people will not come and lay him to rest? Drunkards who read letters. What man will die physically, the dead body will be in the street and the people, no matter how hated that man may be, even government will take responsibility to bury it. So if you are expecting a man to come and die and his body, I saw a comment like that when one was saying if you are the two witnesses, then you get ready to die, all those kind of talks. Now, if you are expecting a man that will die in that manner and the body will be in the street and no one will bury him, then he will now rise physically and go up. You will wait until rapture will take place. Everything will be finalized and you won't see it. I said so. So what God is saying is that these things were done spiritually. These things were done verbally. And because his name is still in their mouth for evil, for detriment, he is not at peace. How can a man die? And after his death, men started rejoicing, sharing gifts, and saying evil to fulfill that same revelation. How can a man die and after his burial, people rose up and went to BBC to go and castigate him? Not even the one they did while he was alive. After he died, what's the need? A man that has died, what's the need? What's the need? If he was alive, I will say, oh, you want the Lord to come and arrest him or let him do restitution. The man is already dead, so what's the need of coming out? Will it give you money, or will it remove your poverty and wretchedness, or it will give you fame so that your ministry will gain recognition? These are Babylonian criminals, murderers who were paid to slander a man, men who were bitter, betrayers. And I thank my God before they came out. I came out first to prophesy it. Then the next day they came out. So I'm in the best position to tell you that they are drunkards. And I told you those people that God said it is high blood pressure, high BP that will kill them. Go back to my messages. So they didn't allow his dead body to rest. So that is why in the spirit realm there is still a battle for him to rest. Joseph was long dead, but he told Israel, don't keep my bone in Egypt. All those times Joseph was dead, he was not buried. Yes, even though they buried him, he was not buried. Because his instruction is my bone, my body should not remain in Egypt. So when he will have actual burial is when they take him to Canaan, the land of Israel. So that is why when they were going, Moses took the bone and they buried him in Shechem. So the man who you people thought you buried, you have not buried him. I told you that God said, was it early this year or the end of last year? I came here, I said, God said that you people gave him a cheap burial. I'm going to drop that link in the comment section. He said, you gave him a cheap burial. That he is coming to do TB Joshua's burial by himself. And I said he's going to use the head of people to bury him. That was what I said then. And you can see it's drawing closer. It's drawing closer. So all these other prophecies I give and all these manifestations you see and the things that are about to happen, they are all revolving around this very topic. And you don't know why I hold it so serious. If you read further, there's no time to be reading. David brought 7 heads and they hung them. And God was appeased and retreated from them. You people don't want to obey. You keep despising and you are telling me to raise prayer points. Let your murderers of pastors come to the altar and condemn themselves, I say again. Let them kill themselves as they killed a man. And if they refuse For you regular Christians, withdraw from them. Desist from them. Leave them. Then declare yourself free by what? Asking for forgiveness and confessing. If you know where you went to call him names, all those comments you people do, also go to the comment section and be saying, I repent from this. Take your words back again on the comment section. Yes. If you made a picture of him and, wrote rubbish there, also make a picture of him and correct those things you said. I am telling you before it will be too late. Because when it is late, there is nothing I can do about it. For I saw myself in the spirit realm setting a fire on this country, and I went on hiding. What does it mean? There is fire that is going to enter this country by all that I have decreed here, but you will not see me to save you. This is the voice of heaven, Son of David. Wisdom is crying in the streets of youth.